Yo, what's up, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. It's your boy Retro. Thank you for pressing play. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Yo, what's up, everybody? You already know what it is. Thank you for pressing play and joining us here on the Retro Philosophy Show. We thank you for being a faithful supporter. I don't know, whatever it is that you is, we appreciate. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for pressing play. Keep it locked in. Don't you dare touch that dial.
I was just wondering if you got any right reports at UA.
This is Retro from Retro Philosophy TV, requesting permission to take off, please.
0,000, direct Nelson. 3020 on the meter, direct to Cook Canyon Ranch, Gulfstream 0 Tango.
Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, please prepare for takeoff. Flight number F6B has been cleared. We are ready for takeoff.
And we'll let you know when we get to the airport site, Gulfstream 0 Tango.
Make sure your seats are upright, seat belts are tight, and you're ready for a ride. It's your boy Retro, and we're taking off. The left lane has been cleared. Let's get ready to ride.
Oh, American 2495. 2715, I'm going, Gulfstream 0 Tango.
Let's go. It's the Retro Philosophy Show. You know, let's go. Kingdom alignment on assignment for the king. Hope you're ready for the show. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go for a ride. Got my specs on my side. She's my forever bride that keeps up alive. I'ma rev it up, so hold on tight. We bout to level up. Catch us on the turnpike from city to city, state to state, coast to coast, man. Make no mistake, we are conquerors. More than conquerors. We are conquerors, more than conquerors. Hashtag press play. It's the Retro Philosophy Show. You know, let's go.
I've been down in the
all
deep,
right, ladies and gentlemen,
for weeks.
saints and
Something
ain'ts,
ain't right with
everybody, including Lottie Dottie. It's your boy Retro with you on today, and hey, I'm just extremely grateful for what God has done. How about you guys? How about you? Good morning to everybody. Good morning. We want to talk to you real quick about the elephant in the room. You know, it's a saying. I don't like this background, guys. Let me see. Bada boom, bada bang. What do we want to do today for a background? Let me go over here real quick. And let's see here. I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll do that. So with that said and done, let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room. Now, for those of you who, first of all, if you're watching, let me see you in the comment section. Give a little wave, say hello. The elephant in the room refers to many of things in my life right now. There are so many things that need to. I've got all these notifications popping up. Okay. And they're distracting a little bit here. All this new stuff. I haven't been in the studio in a long time, and we got up in here the other day and did a show, an interview with Kim Wasson, Kimberly Wasson. She is running for mayor of Statesville, North Carolina. If you did not catch that show, then you need to go back and check it out, especially if you live in the Statesville area. However, I will say this, guys. Even if you do not live in the Statesville area, a lot of stuff that was said was good knowledge, good information, information that can help you wherever it is that you live. So because it just is what it is. So we were grateful that she took time out of her schedule to be a part of the Retro Philosophy Show, to share her heart as well as her intentions. And so we are excited, and we are also proud of her and what she's done, doing, and what we believe she will do if she does win the position or win the seat as mayor of the very fine city of Statesville, North Carolina. So, ladies and gentlemen, saints and nates, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. Let's make some noise here. And I do believe that there is is something that we can discuss as well. The elephant in the room. When I was growing up, I don't know how it was with you when you were growing up, but when I was growing up as a young kid in the hood, politics was nothing that we aspired to do or be or a part of or anything like that. It was just, and again, that may not have been the thing for you in your neighborhood when you were growing up, the time when you were growing up, but in my era, people that looked like me didn't tend to aspire for a political position or anything like that. But that is an elephant in the room that needs to be discussed. What is it that we are modeling in front of our children? How are we preparing or not preparing our children? If we always want to, okay, let's take police brutality. We always want to talk about, and I don't really want to be all political this morning, but we talk about how police brutality is a thing and so on and so forth. And but yet still we always want to say F the police and things like that. Come on now, that's, and so what we do is we discourage our kids from wanting anything to do with law enforcement. And I think the best way to fix a problem is to put yourself in position to be able to change the narrative. So I think it's great when I see, little black girls and little black boys that want to be police officers and firefighters and so on and so forth. They should be. They should be. So anyway, the elephant in the room sometimes is just having the heart, getting back to the topic, the elephant in the room is a discussion that needs to be had that no one wants to break the ice for. And my whole philosophy is that the elephant should never be in the room to begin with. If we have, and I guess that's the thing there, if we had healthy relationships, we would be able to conversate about things that are difficult to talk about. But the reality is, many of us, we shy away from the difficult conversations because we're afraid it might hurt their feelings. We're afraid, we won't like the answers we get or so on, whatever the case may be. But we've got to get beyond those things and discuss the elephants in the room. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes we have issues that could easily be resolved, but because we don't have the discussion, because we don't want to be the one to break the ice, we don't want to this, that, or the other, that thing which was once an issue has now become a full-blown problem. Bada boom, bada bang. And that's what we got to be careful about, folks. The Bible, have we quoted the Bible yet? This is the Retro Philosophy Show, so let's go ahead and get on into it. The Bible talks about bending a tree while it's a sapling. I'm not wording it, word for word. I'm paraphrasing. But it talks about you bend it while it's a sapling, because when it's a full-blown tree, ain't no bending that thing. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. So there are some things that we need to just discuss head on, have the conversation, and guess what? Feelings may be hurt. I was speaking with a couple the other day, and they called, was looking for a little bit of insight, and so anyway. The discussion will remain very vague, but the conclusion was, if we do this, they're not going to like us. And if we do this and it doesn't work, they're really not going to like us. So the reality is sometimes you got to just disappoint people right now so that it doesn't become a major problem down the road. Have the difficult conversation. The reality is we teach people how to treat us. And if we fail to have certain conversations, we may be giving them the green light to just keep on doing what they're doing. And again, what's going on, C1s, ladies and gentlemen, saints and nates, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, let us make some proper dapper noise for my man C1's in the building. Okay, so issues and problems. Now, again, the issue could be something that was simply overlooked. You didn't mean it. It wasn't intentional. You just, but because you never told them that was an issue, they felt it was okay to keep on leaving their socks in the corner of the room. And now they got a big pile of socks, and now you're frustrated because, you didn't know you married a slob. Just a very vague, example. But, hey, babe, I'm going to need for you to pick up them socks. And then you just move on. Now, let me say this. When we have issues, we also must be very careful that we don't allow our words to fuel fire. What I mean by that is it's a light thing. First of all, it wasn't that serious. It did not warrant you to be bent out of shape. But you started fussing and cussing and calling her out her name and calling him out of his name over something that was so minuscule, something that was so minute, so small. I mean, and you just created a whole new issue. Them picking up their socks is not a problem. All you have to do is, hey, babe, pick up your socks, And but no, you had to call him a low down, no good, dirty, lazy, this, that, blanketed, blank, 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 blank. And now it ain't the fact that, socks need to be picked up. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, let us make some noise for Shakila Bussey in the morning. Good morning, young lady. How you doing? Hope all is well with you and yours. So the issue now, Shakila, has nothing to do with the socks. It has everything to do with the fact that you just disrespected this man. You just disrespected this woman. And no one wants to be disrespected. The Bible says, have we quoted the Bible yet? Of course we did. It's the Retro Philosophy Show. The Bible says that grievous words stir up anger, but a soft answer turneth away wrath. So again, we have issues in life, and then we have problems in life. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I was wrong once. Yeah, thought I was wrong. Turned out I was right. Go figure. No, sir. Let me stop before somebody thinks that I'm But anyway, every problem is an issue that grew up unattended. It grew up without any, what do you call it? Parenting. It grew up without any, it grew up and without any, there's a word I'm looking for that I can't land in my mind right now. I'm drawing blank here this morning. What's going on here? But every problem that you have ever experienced, it started as an issue somewhere. Yeah. And it never got checked. It never got reprimanded, and it was never brung under subjection. Yeah. You see, sin always starts out as an issue. And what I mean by that is, and in some cases, sin ain't your problem. Oh, boy, here he go. He should have just stayed missing, Well, we here. And so sin really ain't your problem. It's your stinking thinking that's your problem. Because before nobody falls in sin. We think ourselves into sin. That's why the Bible tells us that it says, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are lovely, if there be any virtue, think on these things. And if we get control of our mind, we would not be slave to sin. Now, I understand that some of us will die with a proclivity to certain things, and we will die with certain desires for certain things, and right, wrong, or indifferent. But just because you have a proclivity, just because you have a desire, just because you have a yearning for a thing, doesn't mean you have to become subject to that very yearning, desire, or proclivity. Come on, somebody. I'm trying to use a big word every now and then so I can sound like I knows what I was talking about. How am I doing? Am I doing okay? Okay, 704-235-8408 is the number if you would like to be a part of the conversation on this morning. Once again, that number is 704-235-8408. If you ain't catch it, I don't know what to tell you. It's my cell number. If you got the cell number, just hit me up, all right? So anyway, sin is not our problem as much as our lack of discipline in the thought realm. As a man thinketh, so is he, or so he shall become. That's why you got to be careful how you always thinking negative about people, because you will mess around and conjure up an enemy that really wants to be a comrade. talking about, I got to protect my peace. No, you ain't protecting your peace. You ain't manning up. You ain't willing to get the elephant out the room, and the elephant should have never been in the room to begin with. Even a baby elephant is difficult to get in the room. I mean, because elephants come out big. I mean, true story. Elephants come out big, so you will never, ever, 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 ever in your life see a tiny elephant. I promise you won't. You can watch it drop out, mama, and hit the earth, and that's going to be a big elephant. Somebody do the research real quick. Let's see here. Hey, Siri, how much does a baby elephant weigh?
A baby elephant typically weighs between 200 and 250 pounds.
All right.
115 kilograms at birth.
Okay. All right,
this
guys.
This answer is from Ecology
Okay,
Center.
thank you, Siri. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but Siri just informed me that a baby elephant weighs between 200 and 250 pounds. So that's a big heifer. Well, not a heifer, but, what do you call calf? I think a baby elephant is called a calf. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. Welcome to the Retro Philosophy Show. We're talking about the elephant in the room and why it should not be in the room to begin with. We must maintain our relationships. And I'm not just talking about the one that you turn the lights down low with and all that kind of stuff. Because, relationships are multifaceted. They come in many shapes, and they come in many different, forms. And so you have a relationship with your teacher, with your boss, with your neighbor, with your pastor, with your all kind of relationships. But this remains true in every single relationship. We must maintain communication. Not only communication, because you'll find this out real quick. Some people listen to answer. They listen to respond, but they don't listen to understand. And that is an unhealthy relationship. That is the kind of relationship where an elephant can creep in and grow up, eat all your food, and let me tell you this, whenever a baby elephant is 200 to 250 pounds. Y'all excuse my voice. I don't know what's going on here right here. So that's a big animal, okay? All seriousness. And so a big animal has a big appetite. And whenever you have an elephant in the room of your relationship, it's going to consume everything. There's no way for your relationship to grow and become healthy because the elephant is eating everything. I don't know if you've ever bred dogs, and I would not call myself a breeder, but I've had plenty of dogs in my life, and them dogs have had litters and so on and so forth. So I'm pretty familiar with the process. And every now and then you have what they call a runt of the litter. Ironically enough, it's the smallest one of the puppies, but it usually grows up to be one of the bigger ones. But anyway, the point is you've got these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 puppies, right? However many your dog drops. And sometimes there's a bully of the litter. And if you're not careful, he'll eat up everybody's food. And so it is when we have an elephant in the room. He will consume everything until you get him out. I'm just saying, you try to go on a sexy date, right? Because you want to rekindle the flame of romance in your relationship with your baby boo, because y'all go way back and all this and that. And but it always turns into something else. You know why? Because the real issue has not yet been addressed. All right. I think I'll put a pin in it right there. We are doing a marriage enrichment session the end of August. Okay, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We want to open that up to you to come. It'll be in person. I don't even think we're going to go live, because we're going to dive into some stuff and we're going to talk about some stuff. And we're going to address some stuff and issues, problems, and all kind of things, man. We're going to talk about it. And so we've been doing the platform What's Love for quite some time now, my wife and I. And we've been working with different couples here and there. And they have requested that we put something together. And so they see the value in what we have to offer. And so we have taken on that task. And so August the 30th, 6 p.m., it all goes down at Upper Praise Ministries, 442 Westmore Avenue. And so if you're interested and would like to know more about it, feel free to reach out and let us know. This will be the first of many. This is pretty much the, I don't know what to call it, y'all. We're going to, from this, we will pivot and we will then begin to structure this whole thing a whole lot more intentional and strategically. Okay, so we're going to do this first one. We'll gather some information and things of that nature, and then we'll continue to go on from there. If you are not a part of What's Love on Facebook, please go on over there and hit the subscribe. It's not even a subscription. You just join the group. It's a group on Facebook. And you can kind of go back and see what we've done and things of that nature, and get a better understanding of what we are doing and what we intend to do. Does that make sense, guys? I do happen to believe in marriage. I believe in relationship. I believe in love. I believe it's something that God gifted us with. And so often it is abused and misused and undervalued and, all that kind of stuff because of society and what we choose to process on a regular basis in terms of thought. Pornography and racy movies and things of that nature, all that kind of stuff is for the purpose of perverting the real thing. All right, we'll leave that alone. But it is the elephant in the room, So ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, morning inspiration for you on today is don't be afraid to have the conversation. It's not always easy. It's sometimes quite difficult. So know that going in, okay? Understand that your significant other, your partner, your friend, because again, this is applicable to all relationships on every level. You're the person on the other side of the conversation. Their cage may be rattled because it very well may catch them off guard. They didn't expect that the elephant would be addressed, because no one ever addresses the elephant in the room. I mean, you can't deny it. It's right there. It's even a baby elephant, 200 to 300 pounds, 2 to 250 pounds, right? That's what Siri told us. And so, you can't hide it. You can fool yourself and act like you don't see it, but I know that you know that I know that you know that we both see this elephant. So at this point, I don't even blame the elephant. I blame you. I blame me. Because if we in the same room that the elephant is in, I can't say, well, she ain't say nothing, he ain't say nothing. Well, you saw it too, right? So the inspiration, the morning inspiration today, Retro's morning inspiration today is have the conversation. Yeah, have the conversation. And you say, I don't know, Retro. I don't think I'm ready. Shaquila, she was watching. I'm not sure if she's still on. She made a beautiful post the other day. She did another one this morning that was a little. It stirred up a few feathers too. Oh boy, I'm gonna leave it alone. But the post that she posted a few days ago, she asked a question: are you in? What was it? Something about are you? It was about isolation. Are you isolated by choice, or are you isolated because you don't want your buttons to be pushed, or something along those lines? And of course, my answer was sometimes a little bit both. Sometimes isolation is the process to healing. Sometimes you must isolate yourself until you're healed enough to address the problems, so on and so forth. Okay, Shaquila is still here. Good deal. We're going to get her on here because, I like to, when I talk about stuff, and especially if it's involving somebody, I want to make sure they there, because we don't like talking behind nobody's back. We don't. Yeah. Okay. Minister Evans is in the building. God bless you, woman of God. Definitely on our heart this morning. We're praying for you, as we will continue to do, sis. We believe in you and believe God has great things in store for you. So keep your head up and don't ever let no elephants in your room. All right. Well, it'll get better, Pastor. It might not. It might not. So if you waiting for it to get better before you have the conversation, you might be setting yourself up for a full-grown elephant. You got a better chance getting a baby elephant out the room than you do a full-grown. Are you really healed or isolated because because you're scared to be triggered? And so if we're not having this conversation about the elephant in the room because we're afraid or scared that we may trigger somebody, then go for it, because I got a trigger too now, Negro. I mean, let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. I better stay in character. So anyway, we sometimes need to have the conversation. Now here's the real deal. The real deal is sometimes we must be cognitive. I think I can use that word. We must be mindful that, if I could use Sister Evans, because she was the last one to comment, so I'm going to use her as an example, okay? I must understand that this is a touchy topic for Minister Evans. Now, the Bible says, and I usually apply this to marriage, but the Bible says, it's speaking to the man, and it says that we are to deal with the woman according to knowledge. It's quiet up in here. And so with that said and done, I know that this is an elephant that needs to be discussed. I know the elephant in the room, okay, crickets, need to be discussed, right? But I also know that this could be a touchy topic for Minister Evans. So I want to be mindful of that. I want to be compassionate, and I want to be kind. I mean, period. This ain't got nothing with being a Christian or with being just a good human being. Pause. Whatever it is that you claim to be, start with just being a good human being first. Because a lot of y'all ride motorcycles real good, but you're a horrible human being. A lot of y'all preach real good, but you're a horrible human being. A lot of y'all sing real well, but you're a horrible human being. Okay, y'all get the picture? Y'all get the point? All right. Natalie James is in the building. She's joined the conversation. Good morning, young lady. Hope all is well with you and yours. Look at your neighbor and say, be kind. Yeah, be kind. Mama told you a long time ago, you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And so if we would just focus on being a good human being first, I think we will be good. We will be good. It is not your christening, that's not a real word, but that makes you acceptable in the sight of God. As a matter of fact, and we talked about this on yesterday, Jesus never called, nor did God ever refer to us as Christians anyway. You won't find it. I said you will not find it. I know you ain't gonna find it, because you ain't pick up your Bible in a month for Sunday. So even if it was in there, you still wouldn't find it. Let me stop. Being serious, you will not find it in there. Now, in the book of Acts, you will find that it says they were first called Christians at Antioch. And when you look at the story, the backdrop, the surroundings of that whole situation there, they were not given the term Christians from Christian folk, from God-fearing. No, it was from the heathens and the people, the religious rulers who wanted to persecute them. So it was a derogatory term to begin with. Okay, it was a derogatory term to begin with. So we've picked up a derogatory term, and we've taken ownership in something negative. And you wonder why Christians get such a big fight. Anytime your identity is in something that's derogatory, it ain't gonna end well. So look here, I told folk the other day, I was at a Bible study that they were doing. It was a community Bible study, and it was the whole Bible study. They were doing a series. It was being a good Christian or something like that. What it means to be a Christian was what the series was on, and I happened to have time that day, so I went to visit, because I'm very fond of the people who put it together. I think they're doing a good job, and they're doing great outreach, and so we try to stop by and support when we can. And so this day I was able to stop by and support, and so I'm sitting back there, and and then pastor, you have anything and I said, well, I'm not a Christian. Everybody looked back at me and they're like, wait a minute, now you pastor of Upper Praise Ministry talking about he ain't a Christian, and then and so I began to explain a little bit more in detail. And by the time it was all said and done, they was like, wow, I never saw it like that. I didn't think about that. And so when God refers to us, he refers to us as the beloved. He refers to us as sons and daughters. You see, too many of us, we have taken on titles and don't even understand the history. We don't understand the magnitude. We don't understand what goes along with it. Shout out to Apostle Leo Lewis. Him and I were having a conversation. This has been years ago. And we were talking about a couple things. And in the conversation, he says, don't ever let anybody put a title on you that you're not anointed for. And really good advice, because here's the deal. When we take on titles, okay, come on somebody, okay, you take on the title daddy, guess what? If you don't show up when you're supposed to show up, child support coming for your behind, because you took on the title as daddy. So when you take on titles, there's certain responsibilities that attach to it. Not only responsibilities, but also attacks. So we must be very, very careful. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, let's make some noise for Connecticut's finest. The one and only Bolo is in the building. What's going on, Bolo? Hope all is well with you and yours. You see a lot of people who are self-made bishops, and they're self-made apostles, and they're self-made this, that, and the other. And I have no problem with titles nor positions, but you haven't put in the work. You haven't been tried, and you haven't gone through the process. I tell people all the time, Saul was anointed to be king. David was anointed to become king. And when you look at the two kings in contrast, you tell me what you see. You have one who was placed there that wasn't prepared for it, but you have another one who was prepared for it. And we still talk about Saul too, but as it relates to David's position as king, and it's just night and day. The kingdom was rent from the hands of King Saul. Okay, and so what I'm saying is the process to become pastor, the process to become daddy, the process to become mommy, the process to become bishop, or whatever it is that you want to become. You can become that. I'm not fighting against you, wanting to rise to certain levels in your ministry or in your career or what have you, but make sure you do not try to circumvent the process. Just because that the process to become is priceless. It is where you will get your sustaining power from. It's from the process, not the position. Okay. Anyone who sustains their position because they're in position, they are misusing the power and authority that they have. It is the process that got you to where you are that allows you to maintain where you are. Yeah, that's my humble opinion. 704-235-8408 is the number should you want to call in and discuss it. Because that's what it's all about, So, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, I think I said enough about the elephant in the room. Number one, even the smallest elephant is a significant size. So there's no way you can say, well, I didn't know he was there. Look at here. Even if you blind, you can smell it. And even if your nose don't work, you're going to bump into it sooner or later. And that rough skin, I don't know if we went to Catskill Game Farm years ago, and we rode the elephant. I had a picture somewhere around here. And boy, the skin of an elephant is extremely rough and tough. Yeah, you bump into that thing, hey, wait a minute, that ain't what Shelly's skin feel like. Who is this in this room? And so what I'm saying is, even if you don't perceive it to be an elephant from what you see, and even if you can't smell it, you're going to bump into it, and you're going to know that that's a different structure. That's a different item in this room. And so you may say, well, I don't know what to say, well, hey, who are you? How'd you get here? Who let you in? I don't know. Matter of fact, I do know. And that is a great question. Who let you in? Sometimes you need to sit down with your spouse, with your partner. Look, I know we ain't been seeing eye to eye the last 3 months. And I know we don't like each other right now, but how did this even get here? Who let this in? Because sometimes you'll find out that it was somebody that you trusted that brung that problem in your house, that brung that problem in your space, that brung that problem into your world. And you have to learn to watch people. I don't look at here, man. You don't just come in my house and just get free reign, if I don't trust you. And if you in my house and you have free reign, it's because I trust you. You earn that trust. So what I'm saying is you don't just let people in and let them just roam free. Watch them jokers. I heard a man preach a message one time. Watch them dogs. Ooh-wee. Yeah, you got to watch them dogs, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, I'm going to shift and get out your way. I do have a few brief announcements. Bada boom, bada bang. Retro Philosophy TV live breaking news. That is, if all hearts and minds are clear. Now, if y'all have any questions or comments about the elephant in the room, maybe I started a point and didn't finish it and you want me to elaborate, then by all means let me know and we will certainly address it. When dealing with the elephant in the room, you done start the conversation. Sometimes you can't stop mid-conversation and say, well, that's enough. Come on now. If we're going to do it, we got to do it now. So roof. Yeah, watch them dogs. Watch them dogs. So a couple things that I want to share with you that we have going on and some other people. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to one of our partners. And I say that very proudly, okay? McLord Trucking and Hauling. If you need anything hauled off, you need anything delivered, make sure you holler at your boy, and we can definitely get you sorted out with that, all right? Let's see here. Bada boom, bada bang. What do we have here? Okay, we got that. Let's see here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Want to give a shout out to LEDs and Bags, a partner of the Retro Philosophy Show since day one. Eddie Bird in the building. You can find him on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm sure there's a few other platforms that he is on as well. So make sure you guys check him out for all your motorcycle needs. Color match parts, sound system, wheels. The bike there is one that he did. Great looking bike and even better sounding bike, both the audio as well as the engine. So he can get your bike looking like that. So make sure you guys check him out if you have a vision for your motorcycle, and he can work with you to see it come to pass. All right. So make sure you tell him that Retro sent you, and he'll make sure. I'm sure he will take good care of you. All right. Bada boom, bada bang. I want to give a shout out to Shanshika Clark. She is the host as well as the founder of the Beauty Brunch. Beauty Brunch 2025. Their theme is Beautifully Grace. This all goes down on Saturday, August the 23rd, 441 Tiffany Street in Springfield, Massachusetts. And so if you're in the Massachusetts area or beyond, we have several ladies from our church that are going down, or I should say going up, to support her in this endeavor. They do this every year. And they fly up and they participate in the beauty brunch, and so if you ladies are watching and you want a little bit more information, you can inbox me and we'll get you all the information that you need, and I promise you, if you make it, it'll be worth your while. Okay, shout out to Shanshika Clark and the Beauty Brunch Committee. Keep on doing what you're doing, because it's not only is it necessary, but it's also beneficial. Okay, it's also beneficial. Bada boom, bada bang. Oh, we did that one already. That was my boy Kodak, the ground pounder. Fire on the Mountain, ladies and gentlemen, is going down. This all happens on September the 26th and 27th. I will be one of the speakers on the 27th. On the 26th. So make sure you guys, that Friday. So make sure you guys, come down and check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. There is a word from the Lord. So that's Fire on the Mountain Revival. This all goes down 170 Maple Street in Elk Park, North Carolina. If you're interested in going, this is a ministry event, obviously, but it's open to everyone, of course. But if you're interested in going and supporting, then holler at me, and we can possibly ride up together from the Piedmont area, heading up into the mountains at Elk Park, okay? So put that on your calendar, make it a date, and don't be late, as they would say. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. We will be celebrating our 17th anniversary, church and pastoral anniversary. It all goes down on Sunday, September the 28th. So put that on your calendar as well, ladies and gentlemen. We'd love for you to be our guest for this service. Man, I can't believe 17 years have already passed. It's been a ride, both ups and downs, ins and outs, as it is with anything. Whenever you're trying to do something positive and something for the Lord, oh my God, you're gonna have some issues. But anyway, 17th pastoral anniversary, Sunday, September the 28th. The guest preacher is gonna be Adam Craddock. My goodness, when I tell you, thank you, Natalie, thank you so much. When I tell you this man has a word, we saw him at a banquet we went to, and he was ministering, and I sat there and I had to rub my eyes because the way this man was preaching, man, I mean, he was just going in. And I am not talking about going in with just a hoop and the holler, but he had a very sound word. And it's something about that spirit of discernment that is just, it's amazing. But not only did he have a solid word, but he represented the word he was delivering very well. We'd love for you to make it, Minister Evans. We really would. Last year, we have a committee who has taken over this, and I'm glad. And they're doing a wonderful job putting things together. They did such an awesome job on last year. And so my wife and I, we can kind of just, sit back and let them do what they're doing, as it should be at this point. And again, they're doing a great job. So we appreciate the Upper Praise Ministries family for everything that they do for both my wife and I. So we invite one and we invite all to come and join us for our church and pastoral anniversary, September the 28th. Of course, that is a Sunday. Service will start at 11:30. So I should have put the other one up that had the dates and the address and everything. But nonetheless, if you need more information, you can inbox me and we'll get you in touch with the people who can get you all the information that you need, okay? But y'all come on out, man. My boy C1s, he surprised me the other day, showed up for service. It made my heart really smile. And so if any of my other biking comrades out there want to come by and support your boy, then that would be an awesome way to do it. We ride across country for a burger. We ride cross country for a party. But sometimes we don't ride close to hear a word from the Lord. We don't ride close so that we can, be in the presence of the one who allows us to throw the legs over those motorcycles anyway. And truth be told, I may not be at your annuals every year, but I am on the wall, watchman on the wall, praying and interceding and things of that nature. I don't broadcast everything and everybody that I pray for and all this, that, and the other, because it's no need. But when I tell you I'm a man that's on a mission, I'm a man on a mission. So I don't need no permission to do what God told me to do. I'm just going to do what the Lord told me to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now before I get out of here, I must talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart. And that is Mission 448. Let's make this thing a little bit bigger because it's big. All right, it's big, y'all. It's big. Mission 448. It is a movement. Yes, sir. I said it. I'm going to say it one more time. It's a movement. All right. And there's also an elephant in the room surrounding Mission 448 that we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about it soon. Because we're going to talk about it. But until then, let me just say thank you to those who have been supporting Mission 448. Mission 448 is collecting the four corners of the lower 48 states. You can choose to do 1, 2, 3, or you can go for all of the 48, all of the lower 48 states. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to collect all of the lower 48 states, four corners. North Carolina was the one that we started with, and we left the Charlotte area heading for Wilmington, North Carolina. Left Wilmington, North Carolina, went on up to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, left Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, went on up to Sparta, North Carolina, left Sparta, North Carolina, and went on over to Murphy, North Carolina, completing the four corners of North Carolina. Shout out to all those who have followed suit and done it. We've had several people to step up and register and ride the four corners of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, California, Alabama, Tennessee. They're hopping up and they're registering, and that's cool. It's cool, man. I appreciate it. Now, here's what we have been doing. Oh, okay. Ohio. Yeah, we did Ohio. So. Which one? This one? Okay, this one. Okay, so that's the patch for Ohio. Okay, now when you register, there is a small registration fee, and when I say small, it's small. There are many other patch rides that are way more, and rally rides that tally up into the thousands. And we ain't trying to do you like that, man. We just want to be able to keep on doing it for everybody else. So there is a small fee because there is a cost for the patches to be made and all the other things that go along with it. But when you register and you complete this ride, we have been hand delivering these patches. Almost everyone who has done Mission 448 so far, they have received their patch in hand. Yeah, by yours truly. With the exception of the few who said, just put it in the mail, Retro. You ain't got to put yourself out. And I will be honest, if you want it hand delivered, you finish it today. It might not be hand delivered today because you way over there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states away. So we have to choreograph it, and but I will get it to you. And how long we'll be doing it that way, we'll see. We'll see. But as of now, we have hand delivered, I'd say 95% of the patches that have been handed out. We just got a registration. I got a text last night. True Black Men Motorcycle Club out of Lexington. They said, Retro, we finally ready to do it. They had talked and said, hey man, we're gonna run it, man. We're gonna run it. And so they hit me up last night. They're getting ready to launch out and do the NC Four Corners and the SC, South Carolina, Four Corners. And so shout out to them. Let's make some noise for them. In the building, making it do what it do. I'm not going to go into naming names of everyone that supported because I know I'm going to forget somebody and it wouldn't be intentional, and I don't want to slight anyone, but I do want to say thank you to all those who have come out and supported the Mission 448, and we appreciate that. We really do. So with that being said, you know what? Well, we did talk about the What's Love, right? We did talk about that briefly. If you need more information
Levi Swag Johnson.
about, all right, let's see here. Yo, Levi, you live on the Retro Philosophy Show, man. Good morning to you. What's going on with you, man? We got you live and live in color. How you doing, sir? Can you hear me? Are you there? Can you hear me now, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, you live on the show, brother. What's going on with you, man?
How you doing, man? God bless you, first of all, my man of God.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You just calling, man, to take on my man, my riding partner, man. I'm trying to get a good ride in with you.
Well, we're gonna have to make it do what it do, man. You know, we were supposed to go hit up them soldiers, and that didn't pan out. So we might have to launch out and knock out them four corners of South Carolina, man. I'm just saying, man.
I need that patch. I need that patch.
Light work for a brother like yourself, man. I know you out there on that street glide making it do what it do, gliding in them streets.
Yeah, that's what it's for. But riding with you made me a better person.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Being 100%, man. Hitting them. You gotta realize, man. Before I moved to Charlotte, man, just to say this to you, man. When I met you, got my first rides in with you. I would just say, a Baltimore guy, street guy, local DMV. But you know, when I started riding with you, I started testing. You know, you put me to the test, hitting them hills and mountains. It ain't for everybody. So you put me to the test, but you know, but God always guided us through, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, it got touchy. You got a little scared, you know, on the big old mountains, but, you know, it worked itself out. But I just want to say, man, God bless you, man. You know, keep doing what you're doing, but make sure you keep me posted for your next ride. That's what I'm calling you for.
Okay, I got you, man. I've been saying, you know, I want to do South Carolina because it's right there, and South Carolina is not extremely big. So it's actually, you know, it could be a one-day burner if we plan it right. But we knocked out, ladies and gentlemen, saints and saints, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. For those of you who do not know, we have Levi in the building with us on today, and he and I launched out. Man, it had to be a year, almost 2 years ago, when we did Georgia Four Corners. Yeah, and I kid you not, man, it was a great ride. Georgia it was a great ride, man. There was a lot of back roads, but it was a smooth ride. You know, Levi and I, we have been riding since we met. We've been, you know, riding together here and there and things of that nature. So anyway, let me get back to what you said. You said you're a better rider since you've been riding with me. But the reality is, you know, if you claim to be good at something and you can help somebody else be good at it, then you ain't good at what you claim to be good at.
Come on now.
Facts.
Come on now.
Facts. You know.
See, you realize, you got me say that. I thought I was good. Start hitting different sceneries.
Yeah.
See where I'm coming from? I thought I was good, but I wasn't good as I thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm coming from? So, you know, when you're on straight lines and highway in Maryland and D.C. and some of that, you just, you know, stop and go, main highways. But until I came across you and started going different trips, long distance out, it made me a better person. So, therefore, you didn't look down on me.
Nah,
you know
can't do that, brother. Can't do that.
You didn't look down on me. But you pushed me too, though. You didn't let up. You didn't let your foot off the gas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
so that was a plus.
See, when you know someone has the potential, you know, why give up? You know, you don't want to overstress them either. But at the same time, man, yo, bro, you got this, man. And so there were times where I hit that gas on you, but I knew you was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And and then I would kind of ease off with you, and you know, but man, yo, you've done a great job, man. You are definitely not the rider you were when you first came to the Charlotte area, man. So you keep on doing what you're doing, and keep up the good work.
That's where, man. You have a blessed day, man. Glad you picked up for me, man. Love you, bro.
All right, love you too, man. Right. Be good.
Right back.
All right, yep. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, my man Levi in the building. He's also an entrepreneur. Should have had him talk a little bit about his business, but he's, you know, he's all over the place, man, and I mean that in a good way. He's a hustler. Out there making it do what it do. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, let's make some noise for the one and only Tiffany Renee Roan in the building. You talk about a rider. Tiffany, should I talk about the elephant in the room? Because, you know, some folks tried to say she ain't a rider, but 11 states later and how many thousands of miles, she's still out there doing it, you know, making it do what it do, and handling business at the same daggone time. Let's make some noise for Tiffany Roan in the building. God is good all the time, and all the time he's good, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Again, if you, before we cut loose, 704-235-8408, that is the number. If you want to holler at your boy and say good morning, we will give you that time as we get ready to, you know, shut this thing down. Well, we're going to talk to him. You know he is now. You know he is. So often people talk about folks because the folks that they're talking about are doing things that they can only talk about. Okay, Retro, slow it down. But true story. And sometimes what you need to do is you need to talk to the people you've been talking about. Because if you talk to the people you've been talking about, you might realize that they really have something that you can learn from. They really may be, how do I want to say this? They really may be what you need to make it to the next level. Hateration, woo-wee, that's a bad thing right there, man. That's a bad thing to have, hateration. You got to learn to just be grateful. Mama, I told you earlier, Mama them said if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just hush. Sit down somewhere and hush. But anyway, guys, we're going to get out your way, man. I guess we're going to be back in the studio doing this studio thing, man. I had stepped off for a little bit. That's another elephant in the room. That's the elephant we should have been talking about. What happened to Retro? What happened to you, man? You went on a hiatus for a little while. I sure enough did. I sure enough did. Tiffany, you come on. See, I'm trying to shut this show down, but she stirring me up. No gatekeeping over here. Facts. She ain't just saying that because it sounds good. She's saying it because she offers information. Man, listen here. There's a lot of gatekeepers out there, because they know if you let that one in, we ain't gonna get no more shine. Oh boy, them gatekeepers, boy, I tell you. But anyway, I'ma just reel it on in, and because I have even caught slack. I ain't even come on here to talk about that, but I've caught slack. Because of some things that I'm willing to talk about. And I guess they say, well, you ain't supposed to talk about that. And okay. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, let me close on this note here, all right? If it's yours, then work it. Yeah, and no matter what they say, work it, all right? I'm looking for my graphic. I thought for sure. I know I had it. Where's it at? There we go, right there. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, I promise you I'm going to leave you on this note here, okay? What's Love Marriage Enrichment Session. This all goes down August the 30th at 6 p.m., 442 Westmore Avenue in Mooresville, North Carolina, with yours truly, Retro and Specs. We will be hosting this at Upper Praise Ministries. We do have a group on Facebook called What's Love, and there has been quite a bit of interest for us to do something, I want to say more tangible, something more intentional and direct. And so this is what this is. It's a marriage enrichment session, and we have been talking about whether or not it will be exclusive for only married couples. If you show up and you're not married, we're not going to ask you to pull out your marriage license. So just come on in and receive. There will be some great discussion, some great exercises, some great wisdom, advice, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, there is something that was told to me many years ago by a gentleman, the late Reverend James Sowell Jr. He said, forget what you think you know and learn what you don't. If you show up for this marriage enrichment session, I'm going to take it that you're showing up to learn what you do not know. This is not a session to boast in what we know. It is an attempt to learn what we do not know. I do not intend for my wife and I to stand before a bunch of married people or whoever shows up as though we're the guru of love. We are not. We are the benefactors of love. And this is an opportunity that we will share what we do know, and at the same time seek to learn what we do not know. There's a lot that we can learn from you, and there's a lot that you can learn from us. So come, let us come together, let us reason together, let us grow together, and let us succeed together. Your marriage, your relationship, it needs to succeed. It should succeed, and God wants it to succeed. Your legacy needs for your marriage to succeed. Some of you right now, you are breaking generational curses because you have been married the longest in your entire family. Pat yourself on the back. And you have to be intentional about that even, okay? So get on your motorcycle, throw your babe on the back, or fire her bike up, and the two of y'all come on down for the marriage enrichment session, August the 30th at 6 p.m., all going down at Upper Praise Ministries, 442 Westmore Avenue here in Mooresville, North Carolina, okay? It's your boy Retro Man. Thank you for joining the broadcast on today. Will I be live tomorrow? I don't know. I'll be going back live. I'm going to try to get back into a proper swing, if you will. And today's show was about 28 minutes too long. So if I do go live tomorrow, it won't be this long. I promise you that, okay? It's your boy Retro Man. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for being a part of the broadcast. And we will catch you on the next go round. Y'all be blessed. including Lottie Dottie. You already know what it is. It's your boy Retro, and I'm here with Christ Descendants. We got the one and only
Digger
and
Skits.
And we out here. He's digging, he's skidding, and I'm just old school retro. But these gentlemen here, man, they have just completed the North Carolina Four Corners. So we are privileged and honored to present them with their patch for the NC Four Corners. That's for Skids, and this is for Crazy Digger, because he's been all over knocking out all kind of four corners. Digger, there you go, bro. We appreciate you guys, man, Christ Descendants, supporting this whole movement, man. And we're gonna get some states together. Just stay tuned, because it's coming. Skids, you got any words you want to say?
Beautiful ride. If you got a chance to do it, get out there and do it. Pound the pavement.
There you go. Pound that pavement, guys. What about you, Digger?
Get it. It's amazing. It is. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they got their rigs out there, man. They got the trailers. They did it with trailers too, both of them. So we're gonna get some footage of their trailers. Yo, I tried to go live, but we can't get no signal where we're at, man. But we had to pull over. Man, because it was literally just that nice. There was another spot further up, and by the time I thought about stopping, it was too late, man. But just absolutely beautiful, man. Beautiful day. It finally started to warm up, and so we're just literally here on the side of the road. Ladies and gentlemen, Saints and Eights, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, we got my boy Nick, aka the Road Runner, because he gets on the road and make it run. The road be running from him, you know. But not too long ago, we all got together and we rode the Four Corners of Ohio, and so we want to officially present him with his Ohio Four Corners patch, making it do what it do.
Yeah, I got mine in. Who next?
That's it. Hashtag who got next. So. Okay. We came, we saw, we even almost bought a bike, and so now it's time to get on back down the road. It's always a pleasure hanging out with the Tip Squad.
Man, I got a puppy.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, man. Thank you for letting us know, man. And y'all, I don't know if you guys can feel it, but the genuineness that's flowing in this parking lot right now. We even had Mr. Simmons. He's over there at the trailer, man. Really cool dude. My first time meeting him in person, and it's just a beautiful spirit in this place on today. So it's your boy Retro, man. We out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, Saints and Eights, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, you already know what it is. We are in the building with the one and only Mr. Who?
Blue Shadow.
And who we got?
Karma.
Karma in the building. You already know what it is. We're sitting here sharing biker stories and experiences, but specifically the Mission 448 North Carolina Four Corners. Bada boom, bada bang. You see it right here. So Karma, we are honored and happy to present you with yours. And Mr. Shadow, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag who got next. Tell me something. Ladies and gentlemen, Saints and Eights, everybody, including Lottie Dottie. It's your boy Retro. Let you know that registration for Mission 448 is open. You can register today and ride the four corners of your state or multiple states. Who's going to be the first to collect the four corners of each of the lower 48 states? Hashtag who's got next. Register today and ride the four corners of your state.